First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for him. So hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video. This Saturday night that just passed, we had a unbelievable fight between Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world. Going into this fight, I was picking Haney to win. In the previous video that I made, I said that Haney would win a very close, competitive, unanimous decision. I said that. And that's exactly what occurred. However, I also expressed with friends and other content creators that I wouldn't be surprised if Lomachenko were to come out victorious. I wasn't surprised that the fight turned out the way that it did. And after watching the fight 3 times, I have Lomachenko winning the fight 115 to 113. The fight was not a robbery though, because the fight was very close. Haney did land some very good body shots, but Lomachenko landed combinations to the head. Lomachenko landed some clean headshots that were snapping Haney's head back. He landed the more telling punches on a more consistent basis. So at the end of the day, for me, Vasyl Lomachenko won that fight. And like I said before, I wasn't surprised that Lomachenko was able to turn back the hands of time. I've seen this story before. Where an Asian fighter, a legend, a veteran, will step into the ring with a young champion in the prime of his career and turn back the clock just to put up one last gallant effort. I've seen this before. Pernell Whitaker versus Oscar De La Hoya. You already know my gimmick. I always gotta bring back the past, because in boxing, there's nothing new under the sun. When Pernell Whitaker fought Oscar De La Hoya was the favorite. He was the golden boy. Pernell Whitaker was the champion, but up to that fight, Pernell Whitaker was showing signs of slowing down. Pernell Whitaker was showing signs that he was no longer past his prime, right? The fight before his fight with Oscar De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker struggled against a young Cuban fighter, and Pernell Whitaker was actually losing that fight up until the 12th round, where he came back from behind and scored a knockout. So going into the Oscar De La Hoya fight, the contemporaries were saying that Pernell Whitaker had little to no chance. Many people were picking Oscar De La Hoya to steamroll Pernell Whitaker, because up to that point, Oscar De La Hoya was running through the competition. Oscar De La Hoya was in the prime of his career going into that Pernell Whitaker fight. But what happened? Pernell Whitaker turned back the clock. In that fight with Oscar De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker pulled out a near vintage Pernell Whitaker performance. He boxed very well, and he arguably scored a knockdown that was not ruled a knockdown. Yes, Oscar De La Hoya did get the victory, but many people felt that Pernell Whitaker should have received the victory coming out of that fight. And that's not the first time that happened. Evander Holyfield, before fighting Mike Tyson, he fought a guy named Bobby Chaz, a former cruiserweight champion, and Evander Holyfield did not look good going into that fight. Going into the Mike Tyson fight, everybody thought that Tyson was gonna steamroll him, and we all seen what happened, right? So going into this fight with Lomachenko and Haney, Lomachenko was coming off of a performance that was not vintage Lomachenko. Lomachenko had a tough fight against Jermaine Ortiz, and a lot of people were giving Lomachenko no chance going into this fight. There were channels and different people that were actually making bets on how many rounds Lomachenko would win. There were people that were saying that Lomachenko was going to probably win 2 or 3 rounds the most. there were people that were actually saying that Devin Haney was going to beat Lomachenko in the same manner, in the same fashion that Floyd Mayweather did to Arturo Gatti. And they all have egg on their face right now because Lomachenko, in the eyes of the boxing world, for the most part, is the uncrowned, undisputed champion at the lightweight division. Which brings me to my topic now. Devin Haney still has the belts. Devin Haney has options. He could either give Lomachenko a rematch, or he can hope that Gervanta Davis chooses him as his next opponent. Or he can give a shot to Sugar Shakur Stevenson, who's next in line, who was at the fight, who was in the ring after the Devin Haney-Lomachenko fight. He went in the ring. He did the Clubber Lang. He went in there to approach Devin Haney, but Devin Haney and his team had already left the ring. When Shakur Stevenson got in the ring, Devin Haney and his team left the ring, so they did not get a chance to face off. So with that being said, I don't think Gervanta Davis is going to choose Devin Haney. In my opinion, Devin Haney has Shakur Stevenson business that he needs to handle. Now, Gervanta Davis, who is currently in house arrest, if I'm not correct, should probably be returning back to the ring in December. Rumors were stated that Gervanta Davis would choose Isaac Pitbull Cruz, the rematch with Isaac Cruz, as his next fight. However, Vasyl Lomachenko, if he does not get a rematch with Devin Haney, he may never get the opportunity again to fight for the undisputed title at lightweight. But Vasyl Lomachenko has had an unbelievable career. Lomachenko is a legend. First ballot Hall of Famer. For Lomachenko, for me, I'm going to advocate for Lomachenko to at least, if he's not going to get that rematch with Devin Haney, I would love for Lomachenko to get at least one huge payday to close out his career. Which brings me to Gervanta Davis. I would like to see Gervanta Davis versus Lomachenko. Even though Lomachenko on paper is coming off of a loss, he still deserves this fight. Not every loss, how can I say, lowers the stock of a fighter. You can lose a fight and still come out with your stock even higher than what it was leading into the fight. Based on his performance alone, he did more than just have a moral victory. He put up the type of performance where most people believe he won that fight. So with that being said, Gervanta Davis versus Lomachenko is an opportunity for Gervanta Davis to have a barometer fight with a common opponent as Devin Haney. Gervanta Davis can step up and say, you know what? I want to fight the uncrowned lightweight champion of the world. And I want to show that I can beat him more impressively, more convincingly than Devin Haney. Gervanta Davis and Lomachenko do have history, by the way. Lomachenko was calling for a Gervanta Davis fight about maybe 5 years ago. And at the time, Floyd Mayweather did not feel that Gervanta Davis was ready for Lomachenko. Right now is a great opportunity for Gervanta Davis to face Vasyl Lomachenko and give Vasyl Lomachenko the opportunity to face him and earn that mega payday and possibly defeat Gervanta Davis to make up for the fact that he did not get the undisputed title from Devin Haney. Now, who would win between Lomachenko and Gervanta Davis? Me personally, I think based on the power and the styles, I would have to pick Gervanta Davis. But nevertheless, Vasyl Lomachenko, even at 35 plus years old, would pose a greater challenge than anyone else Gervanta Davis has faced. So I'm just hoping that this reaches the algorithm and Gervanta Davis' team gets the chance to watch this video so that they can jump on an opportunity to have another successful pay-per-view with another big name in boxing. Right now, Lomachenko's stock has raised. So if it was up to me, it would be Gervanta Davis versus Lomachenko and Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. And then the winners of both of those fights can meet up sometime next year. That's just my thoughts, man. With that being said, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video. I'm out.